All that. There are many events that have divided Ireland through history. The Battle of the Boyne, the Anglo-Irish Treaty, me being allowed to host this show. However, none come close to when Roy Keane and Mick McCarthy split the nation down the middle before the 2002 World Cup in Japan.
I want us to be winners.
Can't all be Roy Keane.
Do you think the Portuguese are eating cheese sandwiches?
I'm trying my best, Roy.
Anything you want to get off your chest?
The captain can't speak up for the lads, who will?
The lads are good, Roy.
Do you call this little setup you got going on here man management?
That's all sorted for tomorrow, boss.
What is?
The banana boat.
It's so good. It is so good. My first guest tonight are the award-winning actors who brought the drama of Saipan to the big screen in one of the most anticipated movies of the year. Would you please welcome Éanna Hardwicke and Steve Coogan? Welcome to the show. Éanna, welcome to the show. Steve, you're just back from, I believe, climbing Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
How did that work out for you?
I got to the top.
Amazing.
Yeah. There wasn't much oxygen, but you know, I made it. Yeah. I was 60 years old last couple of weeks ago, and I thought I can either have a party or climb a mountain. So.
Éanna, Steve has been up a mountain. You have brought a movie about Roy Keane back to your hometown in Cork last night. What was the reaction? Were they delighted, or did they think you were just doing your job?
It was harder than Kilimanjaro, I think it's probably fair to say. It was terrifying. It was. We went to Toronto with it first, and I remember thinking, God, it'd be great, you know, it'd be great if it come out with a draw here, because you know it's not exactly the national game. And then I sat in the audience in the Everyman last night, and I was like, this is a mental idea. We're going to premiere this film in Cork in front of 800 Corkonians, and within 5 minutes they'll be able to turn around and go, nah. But no, thankfully it went down a treat, and it was very special, because that was like my local theatre, and you know, did plays there as a kid, and have been going there my whole life. So it was a very special kind of homecoming and a great Irish premiere for it. So.
I mean, it's a great movie, Steve. You know, for those who are unfamiliar, give us the background to this. Mick McCarthy, Roy, World Cup, Japan.
Anyone in the audience who is familiar with football will know that. I mean, they don't look too young to me. So I would say that they might remember that episode in Irish cultural history where Mick McCarthy and Roy Keane were at loggerheads and couldn't resolve the differences, and it was happening under the microscope of the World Cup when Ireland were there, and it was the only thing people were talking about at the time. It sort of drowned out every other news story at the time.
It's a very diplomatic description of what went on there, Steve, I have to say.
Well, it's an interesting story because, you know, it's about it was Roy and Mick were at each other's throats, and when I read the script, I thought it was a little bit just too pro Roy and didn't quite give Mick enough credibility. And as a second-generation Irishman, as he was and as I am, but I think in the end, what we did in the film, I think people will be pleased because it's fairly even-handed. I'd say it's like, you know, I'd say it's probably 51. Yeah. 51 Roy, 49 Mick.
But mainly Roy.
Éanna's giving you the Roy look there, as you're just saying.
Do you know, it's very funny because we were supposed to be at loggerheads. I mean, I know Éanna. In fact, I didn't know this, but do you want to tell them?
Oh yeah. So first day of college, Trinity. I was going to the Lear, the drama school up the road, and we got to sign up for all the societies, and I knew it was the only day I could go see anything, because after that we'd be up in campus and we wouldn't be near Trinity campus. And I signed up for his society, and who was giving the talk but Mr. Steve Coogan, and I am and was a huge Steve Coogan fan, and we went to see the talk. It was brilliant. And about an hour later, saw Steve at the back, and my friend said, "Go on, you got to do it. Like, you got to go up." So I doorstepped him, and you were very lovely.
Well, I did. Well, I.
That was lucky, Steve.
I said to my. I said to Éanna, I said, was I nice to you? He said, yes. I said, thank God for that. And as my mother said, be nice to people on the way up. You might meet them again on the way down. And thank God I was nice to Éanna, because I have met him on the way down. He was number 1 on the call sheet, and I was number 2. So.
Well, I mean, what was it like whenever you guys got together on set? You stood off a little bit at the start?
I kind of, because I was, such a fan going in, I said, I did that classic thing that I usually advise no one to ever do, where I was like, I'm not going to tell them I'm a fan. If anything, I'm going to go in and I'm going to be, I'm going to be ruthlessly professional. And so I probably went too far the other way, and I think it was probably very standoffish for the first week, and just kind of looking across at everyone having a great time and enjoying their job, and I was going, that looks like good fun. And then after the first week, things relaxed a little, and we had a ball. We had a great time. I do
remember thinking that you were in a very Roy Keane mode, shall we say? And I thought, should I be friendly with him, or will that spoil the magic of of them being at loggerheads? And I think I went over to you and said, are we all right? Meaning, Steve Coogan and Éanna Hardwicke. Well, I mean, I know Mick and Roy weren't all right. I think we warmed up a bit, but I think it was... But I certainly thought there was a little bit of let's not get too friendly early on, because we need to preserve this conflict.
Well, look, I mean, you definitely did that. I mean, what you guys put on screen, that you just spark when the two of you are together. We've got a little clip here. This is you guys in Saipan.
I've seen the pitch, Mick.
OK. So, right, it's not great, but, it'll do for what we need.
Why, since whenever needed a rockery? I mean, seriously, you're asking lads to risk injuring themselves in it. Why? I should have spoke up during the meeting.
It's day 1, Roy. Relax.
We don't have the kits, we don't have the drinks, we don't have the sun cream, we don't have footballs.
We're just doing drills. We can manage without that stuff.
Without footballs?
It'd be better if we had footballs.
So good. You actually spoke to Mick before you took on this role?
I did speak to Mick, and he's a little bit, circumspect about the whole thing. But I said to him, look, I want to talk to you because I want to hear your opinion. I'm your representative out there. Éanna's representing Roy, but I'm sort of representing you, and I want to, give your points of view. He did say, he has, you can see it on YouTube, he did say, it's of all the World Cup stories, it's probably behind the hand of God, and I can't remember what the other one is, but I think it's probably the third biggest story that everyone, and people remember it. So if the conflict hadn't happened between them, perhaps it will be a moment that was forgotten in Irish history. And I think it's interesting because it's not just about football. The point about the film is that it's about Irish identity and the whole thing of are the Irish. Everyone loves the Irish, but they don't want them to be too successful. They like them because they can sort of... And I think you say, don't you, as Roy, in it, that the rest of the world pats the Irish on the head. And that was what Roy was kicking against. It was like, we've got to fight to win. And Mick, I think, was saying, look, we're here. Let's just be grateful for that. And it's a very different... It sort of encapsulates two attitudes, I think, about the Irish. It's like, there's a balance between being liked and asserting your national pride.
But I mean, Éanna, whenever you were, on screen, you could just see that you had that fierce focus of Roy and, what it meant to him. I mean, I'm assuming mastermind as Roy Keane, your special subject. It could probably be an easy one for you at this stage.
Well, it was a very... I took in everything I could, I read everything I could and watched everything I could, and... But then after a while, you kind of just forget that they're public figures and you have to play two men in this situation. You know, it's a bit of a shipwreck story. They're kind of stranded on a desert island far from home, and it was like, in the end, it became just about playing that situation, I suppose. And I like you mentioned the kind of the rigour of the man there and the commitment and dedication. I mean, that was a kind of fascinating thing to try and uncover and to try and kind of rise to, because it's a million miles, I think, from myself.
I mean, to be fair, I thought you were in great nick. You got yourself into really good shape for this.
Yeah, well, I can tell you it was a brief 6 to 8 weeks, and then it was done.
There he is. Like, that is the face of a pro there. I mean, to be fair, Steve, I mean, you put the work in too. I mean, this is you sitting down, having a rest as Mick. That's getting the legs out.
Éanna had abs, I had attitude. But I think, do you know, I have to say, I'd pay tribute to Éanna as a startling young Irish actor who's got an incredible career ahead of him. Was that on the first day on set, when he sort of became Roy, I was sort of shocked at how good he was, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have to like book my ideas up here. I'm going to have to bring my A game, because he was so focused. So it's like, so I have to say, you know, the young actors like Éanna can teach you a trick or two, and it's like having a good sparring partner. You know, he sort of he raised my game.
If I can return the favour, I mean, it's lovely to hear you say that.
That's what I was hoping for.
I'll leave it at that. No, if I think any of that preparation, coming in with that commitment, was because the whole week leading up to filming, I was going, what if I get into the first scene with Steve and I just crumble and just go, I can't really do what he does, and that was a genuine fear. But of course, it's the opposite. When you get into a scene with a brilliant actor like Steve is, it makes your life 20 times easier than you thought it would be, because they take it out of your hands and your performance is kind of in their hands. And that is the greatest gift, I think, when you can arrive on set and realise, oh, this is going to be fun, actually, because all I have to do is look this person in the eyes and sort of respond, and it's easy to forget yourself. It's easy to sort of lose yourself in that way.
I mean, you know, just looking at what you've done in the last few years, I mean, you know, on the big and the small screen, it's been amazing. You're going to be heading to the theatre to tread the boards after this.
Yes, indeed. Play by the Western world.
Yeah.
James sing, and like, to use a hackneyed term, it is a dream job to play that part, and a dream cast.
Well, once you work with Steve Coogan.
Once I work with Steve Coogan, I have a lot of dreams, you know. Yeah. It's a really phenomenal cast, led by Nicola Coughlan and Siobhan McSweedy and Marty Ray, Lorcan Cranich, Declan Conlon. It's an amazing group of actors, and we're halfway through, so it kind of feels like I'm in school a little bit the last few days. But Katrina McLaughlin is directing, and I saw her direct this in my drama school about 8 years ago. I thought, that's how you do that play. So it's been a delight to get in the room with everyone. And you're off to Canada with Pamela Anderson and Jamie Dornan. Is that a movie or a holiday? What's that?
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping to lose Jamie, but he insisted on coming along. So there you go. We're doing a film in Canada. Michael Cera, the actor, is directing it, and Pamela Anderson's playing a sort of an older actress who's still hanging on in there, and I play her driver, who's a little bit obsessed with her, which won't be a big stretch.
Very good. So look, it was in Cork last night. You're heading to Belfast, where it's going to be playing in Belfast at the film festival up there. Saipan is going to also be in cinemas across Ireland from December the 26th. Tickets are on sale now. One more time, Steve and Éanna.